Hello, 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 and welcome to Bima's Crafty Corner. I'm Bima, better known as Els, and that is Harry. Hi, Harry. As soon as that blue light came on, boy, put your butt down. Nobody wants to see that. Bad enough we have to look at your fat bags. Hey, buddy. What's up, fish face? Okay. We'll have a little Harry time to start off the show. And then I'll give him some treats, and that'll make him get down. Oh, yeah. Give me that face. Give me that sad, pathetic kitty face. Yeah. Put that down. Nobody wants to see it. Hi. Hi, Harry Cat. All right. So, what are we doing tonight? Tonight, we are making... Come on. Get down. Come on. Down. Get your treats. Look, I got your treats. Come on. There you go. There you go. Tonight, we are converting some packaging into tags. Always a good thing to have. That's my alarm that tells me I'm supposed to go live. Ha, you're late. So I do have some fresh packaging back here, and we're going to use it to make some tags. I think that's all of it. I'm just checking. You never know. There's that piece. All right, that's all of it. So we're going to put that in there. So how the hell is everybody tonight? How we doing? All right, so we have some different stuff. We have these. We have two different kinds of these ones. I'll put a rubber band around. So we have those, and we have these, which I think are really pretty. We have these. I don't know if we're going to be able to do anything with these, but we have them anyway. Probably make some journaling cards out of those. We'll probably make some journaling cards out of these. And then we have these that we can cut some tags out of. So, I know we can cut some tags out of the back. So let's get these things opened up. So I'm just going to get out my paper trimmer here. And I'm going to take that part off. It's really cool, but can't use it. And then I'll take the bottom off. And then I'm just going to trim off the sides. Just so we have the basics, you know. Our basic piece here. Now I have this, and I have that. And I have some writing back here, so I'm going to take that off. And that's a little bit wide to be a tag. It's 4 inches. So let's take it down to 2. Why not, right? So now we have 2 bases, 2 tags. This one, I'm not going to worry about this. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take that off, and I'm going to take a little bit off the other side. Now, it barely says vintage, but that part's going to go away because, you know, if you cut your tag top on that, but we're not going to do that. We're going to take rid of the vintage, get rid of that. I'm going to keep it, though. That looks pretty good. It's crooked. Yeah, it was way crooked. Okay. Hi, Rose. All right, so this one, let's get this one on. Get rid of that part. Take off that part. Take off the bottom. That side, which I cut again crooked. All right. all that out of there. Again, I'm just going to take off this piece at the bottom and then cut this down to about 2 inches. This one's about 3 3/4. So, I don't know, like 2 1/4. That's a nice size tag. And that's a little thin, but I think we can work with it. Now this one, let's take off this side. And you know what? I'm not taking anything else off of there. Yeah, we'll take the vintage off again. We'll keep that. Again, it's vintage. It's the word vintage. See, I'm not worried about this because I can fix that. You'll see. So now we have that, and we have one more of those. We're going to cut it out real quick. Open that up, hopefully. Nope. Here we go. Okay. So now we're going to get this part off. Work with the back. Take that off. Take this off. This is actually a lot more work than what you normally would do with this. This one again is 4 inches, so two more tags. This one, clean up the edge. Take that part off. I don't know. Take more off. There we go. And then I'm going to take off the vintage. Keeping the vintage. Look at that. We are working today with like craft packaging, you know, and the reason I'm doing that is because we are all about to get, you know, some craft packaging for Christmas, I'm sure. And so I thought, you know, we'd work with it. So these ones, I don't think these would be tags. These would be more like, they could be like pretty journal cards. But we've got pieces, you know. Same thing with these. It's just pretty, and I think we can use it as a journal card. Or not. I don't know. But we're cutting down our packaging to find out what we can do with it. Now, does this have to be sticker packaging? No. It can be anything you want. If you got something hanging around that you want to cut up, do it. I'm going to take a little bit off the bottom of this. I'm leaving that just the way it is. I'm going to take care of this. And I'm leaving that because it's just too stinking cute. As a matter of fact, I'm going to put that in with the kitty stuff. All right. So now we have these. And these have a really interesting outside line. The problem with this is that you're probably not going to be able to replicate that line. So we'll treat these a little bit different. So I'm just going to take the tops off. Now, I could fussy cut these out if I want.
Who wants to fussy cut?
Crazy people. Crazy people. But these have really good colors. I like the colors. So we're going to, you know, chop them up. I just wish they wouldn't, you know, put so much stuff on it. Okay. I'm not going to fussy cut those bows because I already have them. Bows like that. All right. So now we have this. And it's just basically You know, it can be used as a tag. Now, can I replicate this bottom? No, I can't. But I can cover this with something. Like I could put washi tape here or something to cover that. And as far as the back, of course, we'll cover that with a piece of paper, but we won't go all the way. I'll show you what I'm talking about. So right now we're just working on getting these trimmed down. All right, so now we have these. I gotta tell you, I love these. And I am not going to change this in any way. Okay? The only thing I might do here is I might take this bottom piece off. Now, yes, I could leave it as a pocket, and that's what I intend on doing. But I have 2 sets of these, so I'm going to do one in each color. One way and one in each color the other way. Purple, pink, blue, and the brown or orangey color. Gold. Gold. Okay. Now, am I going to get rid of these? No. Why? Because that's a stinking cute little pocket. Right? That is a cute little pocket. So I'm going to save it. So I'm going to keep those. These ones, I think I'm going to take the tops off, actually, of this. Let's take the tops off. There's no going back once we do this. So I'm going to take the tops off, and then I'm going to keep these pieces too, because, you know, you never know when you might want to use one of those. And yes, I think they're cute, but here's the thing. It's already got a hole in it that just hasn't perforated. So I want to get like some tape or something on the back of it before it does that. Okay, so now we have all of our pieces and parts all cut down into workable sizes and in different styles, and we can do this. Hi, Miss Mari. Okay, so I like to use like lightweight paper or those cheap file folders from the Dollar Tree. But one thing that I have a plethora of right now is these. And this is what we're going to be using New Year's Eve. So I thought, let's use this. So I'm going to take the top off of this. Really can't use it. It's got glue on the other side. Okay. Let's take off the bottom so we can open the sucker up. I just like the paper. It's good paper. It's nice. It's heavy, but it's not overly heavy. So it's decent paper. And I'm just going to open this up. And once I get it open, I will trim off that piece. I just want to get as much of the paper as I can get. Okay. So I'm going to take this part off. Yes, I know I'm just using my scissors and the line isn't straight. Somebody call the crafting police. And then we'll do this side too. Now, I'm hoping that this is going to be thick enough that we won't see anything through the paper. Now, if you don't have this, that's okay. Another thing that you can use for this is
770
masking paper. This works really good too. It's lightweight, but usually you can't see through it. So we're going to see what, if anything, Can't see through there. Okay. So let's start off with these ones. We're just going to put some glue on them and stick them down on here because these are square. And I want to cover the whole back. Well, most of the back. I'm thinking I want to leave, a little bit. I don't know. I'm going to cover the whole back. I'll worry about fussy cutting that crap later. No, I don't want to use the whole back.
Internet. Ethernet.
So let's measure. We're going to cut with an actual cutter. Okay, so these are 2 3/8 of an inch across. So let's go 2 1/4 by 6.
Hi, this is Mike with Cops Business.
So 2 1/4 by 5 3/4.
Quite catch your name on the way in.
Now I'm going to actually cut this like straight.
Victoria. Thanks, Victoria. Appreciate that. Hey, listen, I got your interval number here. INC 0094
Anybody seen my paper cutter?
24695.
The rotary cutter? I don't see it.
Thank you, appreciate
There it is. I knew it was here someplace. All right. So we're going to take that part off. Now I can get that into my cutter probably. And then this one over here. Take this one off. Okay. So now I'm going to cut this to a reasonable size. I can't use that one. That one cuts crooked. I got to get rid of it. It cuts crooked. It's whacked out. All right, so I'm going to put this in. Get a straight edge. And then I want a piece that is, what did we say, 5 3/4? 5 3/4. What did we say, 2 1/8? I think it was 2 1/8. We're going to find out. I think we could.
Okay, so 12, 16.
I think that's okay.
What was the time?
So all we really want to do is just kind of cover up all of that on the back. So I think that'll work. So 2 1/8. 2.
Tuesdays we're going to get a tech out.
3.
All right.
4 of those.
Nope.
So
No,
we got
any
those.
way to get that done sooner?
Now,
Or
this
did they
one,
organize that with the IT?
like I said, we can do anything we want to cover this part, but the back we definitely need to cover. So let's get a measurement here. It goes over there. Up and to the right. Everything's up and to the right.
Yeah, I just want to see it get done as soon as possible. for
I
this
think
guy,
we're
and
gonna
I
go
don't know if
5
they
3/4
scheduled
by-
on Tuesday because of what, if they got the local contact.
2 3/4.
Do they have the name Ron?
What is this? Is this 5 3/4? It is.
Well, maybe
So let's see
we're
what
gonna
2
get that.
3/4 looks like.
Okay. But I'm just trying to figure out if they just, got the newest available, or if they had already organized this.
And now we don't have to get rid of our edge. We
But
can
if
still
it's
write on the
Tuesday,
back,
okay, we'll follow
and
up
we
with the
can
customer and make sure
dock
they're
those
aware.
ears and make that into a tag. And then as far as this part down here, like I said, we can
All
just
right.
decorate
Thanks
over
a
it.
lot, Victoria. I appreciate
So I'm not
the
really
assistance
worried
on
about
this
that.
matter, and you, man. Have yourself a fantastic evening.
So
Thank you. You too. Bye-bye.
5 3/4. Where did we cut that at? 2 3/4. So that's 2 of those. We're not going to do more than 2 at the moment. We'll save these for the next time. All right, and then we have these little squares that are not perfectly square. They're just not, are they? Yeah, they are pretty good. All right, let me get rid of this. Can't use that for anything. But we do need a piece that goes on the back of this. This one, because of where we cut it, that's going to show. So we really want it to be the whole size. So for this, what I would do is just glue it down. If the glue wants to work. If you're working on packaging like this and you're afraid that it's, it's not going to glue, get out your craft file and rough it up a little bit. Or your sanding block. If you use a sanding block, that works too. But just give it a little bit, have a rougher surface. Get rid of the dust. Glue. Like I said, if your glue is going to work. Mine doesn't seem to want to. Never does. Never does. Glue hates me. Okay, and then I'm going to put this on here as close to the edge as I can, because I want to see if I can fit a second one. Nope. Okay. But we do have the smaller ones, and we can fit one of the smaller ones. So I'm going to put some glue on the back of this one. Again, I can't mat this because we cut right through the decoration on the back. Everybody says hi, Hubbard.
Good evening, folks. How goes the war? Yeehaw. Joy of joys.
All right. So now these ones, let me pull these. Because this was an envelope, there's nothing on the back of them. So I don't really have to cover the back of them. If I don't want to, I can pretty much keep them the way they are. But else, there's that thing on there. I know. We're going to fix it. Let me get this out of the way. Okay, so those are drying. This one, we're going to go ahead and glue on. If you use a color of ink all the time and you want to put it on here, then ink this before you glue it down. Otherwise, just put the pieces together and put a paper clip on them so you can ink it for whatever color you need later. So we're going to put this on here. Nice and like evenish. Now I have that pretty paper in the front and I have a place to write on the back. I still have my edge, which is really what attracts me to this piece. And I can dock the top and nobody will even know. Okay, get this one on here. This one's not shiny, so I don't have to worry about it. That one's on there. All right, we're going to do these because we cut them. The back is so pretty, right? But really just shows you the product. So again, I'm just going to add some glue. You could just tape, but I got the glue to work, so we're using glue. again, we're just going to come down and fill in that center space. And then I'll show you what we're going to do with that. Because it still has that buttonhole thing at the top. I'm making sure that there's no writing on the back because these have these envelopes have numbers on them. You have to work around it. I like that it's wonderful on the side. It's kind of cool. Two, three. Dying. I'm like an hour away from the minimum amount of time before I can take a head pill. And my head is beating a staccato up there. Okay. I love that. And, you know, we did cut some of these like this. If you wanted to, you could cut this part off and just use that too. It's entirely up to you because it's your packaging. Just pick the parts that you like. I have some tags up there that are really pretty and I love them. And they came from a washi tape box. It was like a big old box of washi tape. And they were just really, the box was just really pretty. And I was like, I need to cut this up. So I just cut the crap out of it. And I've been using it for tags for about a year now. All right, so I'm going to get rid of that. I'm going to bring this in. Matter of fact, I'm going to bring that piece back. I'm not going to get rid of it. Where did I put it? Who knows? But I need a small piece. I'm just take a piece off of this. Figure it out. Okay, so we'd have to cover the back of this as well. But we're talking about this part right here. And so we're going to measure that, which is, we'll say 1.5. So I'm going to cut some 1-inch strips. And then we'll cut them down to 1.5. 1, 1.5, 1.5. Out of the way. This is thin paper, so you don't really have to worry too much. We're just gonna fold it in half. It's thin, so you can do this without scoring. Usually I would tell you to score, but I think we can do it without scoring. I want this pocket to actually hold a little something. And if I glue it, I'm not going to have very much of a wide opening. So I'm going to gusset it. Means I'm going to put some glue on here. If this is too wide for you, that's okay. Make it narrower. Really? My findings are just quitting. And I'm going to put the fold right up against the edge. Right there. Hold it down for a second. Do the same thing on this one. This one, it might be a little too wide. So I'm just going to trim a little bit off. There we go. Put this on. Okay. And put this on the edge over here. You know, that's why I'm doing that whole beginners series, back to basics, because I just feel like, there's stuff that we used to do that we don't do anymore for whatever reason. Okay, I am going to put a little drop of glue under the point here. And if you don't want to use glue on the point, think about punching a hole in it and putting like a brad in there or something. Would look really cute. But basically, because I went ahead and gusseted this, here's a tag. Let me grab one. So this is a pretty standard. It's about 1 3/4 inches. And because we gusseted this, we get to use more of the width of that pocket, And we can put a little tag in there. We can docket this and make this a tag, or it could be a pocket just in a page, however you want to use it. Let's talk about the tops of these, because that's an issue. Okay, so on the tops of these, there's that little punch, and we kind of, we don't want to lose the little punch. We don't want that, because if that comes out, it's going to be too big to put an eyelet in. So we are going to use these, and I'm going to do the blue one because I have blue in here. I'll never get it to come out, but what we do, we have blue, we have blue, we have blue, 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 blue. Okay. So I like to cut these in like every color and have them. Here's a pink one. That would be cute on the pink. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this and glue it on where I can see that in the front. I'm being very messy today, shush. So I'm going to glue this over that. And I'm going to let that dry, and then I'm going to poke my hole right through the center of it, and then I'm going to put this one on the back. So that I have glued that piece into place. Let me do it this way so I can see what I'm doing here. Then we're going to put this on right around the hole. Now, if you don't have these and you have the clear plastic ones, or you the white ones or whatever, use what you've got. I only sit here and go crazy and cut thousands of these, like once a year. So if they're not in the shop, I don't have them. All right, so now I have gotten rid of that hole, and I've created a hole that I can actually use. Okay, I could cut this off straight if I wanted to right here, just for whatever reason, if I want to have it flush. But now I have a pretty tag that I can use. I'm going to round the corners down here to settle it out a little bit. There it is. And this is not shiny at all. This is very matte, but it's card, so that paper on the back makes it just rigid enough that this would slide into a pocket with no problem. That will make a pocket. Now we're going to work on this thing here because we want to do, the corners. Does anybody know what I did with my my templates? Anybody? Anybody? I don't have my templates. All right, we're going to do this the old-fashioned way. Oh, God help me. These never come out straight. I don't care who you are. You know? Never. So again, you know, poke a hole. Put an eyelet in there. The bottom, washi tape or whatever you're going to be using to decorate. Easy peasy. Once I have one, I'd probably use it to, you know. Do the rest of these. Use it as a guide. There we go. So now that one's done. So we've done all of those. Now we're going to talk about our little ones here. Like I said, these, they're just journaling cards. So we're just going to cut them out. Let me cut these in half and then we'll cut them out because they're different sizes and that's not going to work that way. Okay. So you can trim the trimmer, you can trim them with your scissors, however you want to do it. But we're just going to trim that part off. Make sure that the corners are well glued. Not a problem if you ran this through your Xyron, but you know. Nice little journaling card. Nice background. I can add something to it and it'll be adorable. All right, get this one cleaned up. Hi, Christine. The other day, Michelle and I were on the phone talking to Rose, and she was looking for her box of washi tape. And she's looking everywhere. And I was like, turn the phone around. Because I thought I saw what she was looking for. And I was like, turn the phone around. She turns the phone around. She's like holding her phone and scanning her craft room very slowly. So that Michelle and I can go, oh, there, look at that. Is that it? Oh, that's not it. I'm doing this whole thing. Turns out her daughter had it the whole time. We're like being idiots trying to find stuff in Rose's craft room over the phone. Bunch of ridiculous fools. It was funny as hell, though. I'll let Arlene know she's a bad influence. She'll take great pride in that. All right. So now we have these. And like I said, the white ones I'm not too worried about. It's this one right here that has that little thing right there that you may not like. First off, let's decide what we're doing here as far as like making a tag. You could dock the corners. I'm probably going to use this. I love this giant corner rounder. I love it. Okay. And then I can still see that I have that there. So I'm just going to cover it. Let's find something to cover it with. Let's go in our little bits box. What do we have? Too big. Way too big. We could put a word chip on there. We could. That works. And then we'll trim it off. Probably should have done that before. But, you know, this is just a shape. And I printed this. This is actually from, I think it's from a free digital. It might be. I don't know. But you can get this free digital right here. This one is from Made by Dell. And it's Number Bits 2024. You can get this. It's free digital. He gives them away. He does a lot of digitals in his group. It's on Facebook. And on Etsy, you just have to go onto Facebook. You can get into his group, get freebies. And if you go onto his Etsy, you can buy his work. All right. So now all I'm going to do, I should have done this after, but I didn't. So I'm just going to trim that around there. Now it looks like it belongs there. Yeah, it looks like it belongs there. Fix that one. And you do similar type stuff with these. Now, if you want, just take it off. You know what? That's entirely up to you. If you want to just cut that off, cut it off. If you don't mind, working around it, then work around it. But you can certainly cut it off, okay? And then these other pieces, all you have to do with these is dock your corners. So we dock those, round these. I don't know why I'm doing that. I have a docker right there. Put that back up there. Pop a hole in this puppy. Right there. Ooh, I have the big ones. So we use the big ones because that's what I have out right now. We use the blue. Why? I don't know. Are we going to use the blue? Yeah, sure. Why not? Because I don't know what else to do with these, okay? Put that on there. Give it a punch. Add some twine or some ribbon or some lace or some trim or whatever it is you want. And you got a tag. All from packaging. So what did we get that doesn't cost me anything? It didn't cost me anything because I got these with stuff that I paid for something else. So I have, we'll just count by piece. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, look at the polka dots, 17, 18, 19. These little pockets, 20, 21, 22, 23 are cards, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29. Don't know what we're doing with those, but we can use these as pockets, 29, so 30, 31, 32, 33 pieces guaranteed, 33, 34 pieces guaranteed, all out of packaging. Didn't cost me a dime. Not a plum nickel. Cost me nothing, not a zip, zero, zilch. Time to take my pill. Yes. No. Shit. Oh, and I got these that say vintage that I could make word chips out of and stuff. So, I got these bonus. These are bonus. I got bonus. Ah, hey, Joe. Sorry, baby, I didn't see you come in. How you feeling? A little both. Some good, some bad. So we got all of those pieces. This has got to go in with the kitty stuff, doesn't it? Come on, guys. Does that have to go with our kitty journal? I think it does. We'll have to figure something out there. But I think that has to go with the kitty journal. Because that would be too cute. Yeah, resin's a little bit of both. It's a pain in the ass. But sometimes it can be fun. Oh. Ugh. I need my back to crack. My ex-husband left town, that SOB. He's the only person who can crack my back. I used to go over there about once a month and have him do it. But he's moved back to Arizona. And so now I don't have anybody to crack my back. Feel sorry for me. It's pitiful. These I'm going to keep out. These I'm going to put in my tags back here. Now, this is that box of washi tape. That was from that box of washi tape. How stinking adorable is this? And it was just plain white on the inside. And I got a whole bunch of stuff out of it. And then this was from some paper. And look at how gorgeous that is, right? But yeah, I got all kinds of tags out of that box. And look, here's more. There's more. And there's more. Just lots and lots. And I have a lot of this one. I must have liked something that was on that because I have like 10 of those. But I have a bunch of these. And they're just adorable. And they're so easy to use. So we put these towards the front. Here. That one goes with those. These, I think I'm going to put with my stuff on my Gramercy cart. These go in here. But all of this is packaging. This is packaging. This actually has 2 score lines in it because this folded up and that folded down. And I just put it on a piece of file folder, duo tag, and made a tag out of it. Look at that. Right? Same thing. Here's another one. This was just from some washi tape or something that I bought. So anything that you buy like that has that art, kind of artsy-fartsy stuff, what's texting me?
Who is?
Oh. Oh, I like those little snowman trays. How cute are those? Stinking adorable. Yes, Rose is playing with wax seals. I got to send her some stuff because I have stuff here and I don't do the wax seals. So I'm going to send it to Rose. I'm going to keep my vintage. And I'm thinking about, I'm going to put that in the, with my words. These, I'm just going to put right here in the front so I remember them. I'm going to put that up. And let's see, where are my word chips? I'm in the process of moving all of my stickers around, getting them organized. Because like every 6 months I go through and I get them all organized and straightened out. And I was transferring them over to, where's my word chips, man? Okay, I don't see them. I'm going to pull this one out. So I have this, I have these new things I found on Temu. So they're these, and they're designed for 6x6 paper pads. Your 6x6s fit in here. So, you know, it's a way to keep track of your paper, which I think is a great idea. But they also fit perfectly in this box. And this is just your average size photo box. Somewhere in here, probably right here at the front. Yep, there they are, right at the front. Are my word chips that I made. There's a video for that somewhere. But all of my stickers and stuff fit in these. So I was sorting them out. Like this is like color women as opposed to black and whites, kids. These are washi stickers. These are like Victorian. Then I have like all my banners and stuff in here. And The front ones are all words and corners. And then I have a whole other box that's got like all of my flowers. And these are not that expensive. I think you get a dozen of them for like $5. They're not that bad. But if you have a lot of 6x6 paper, it's a very good way to organize it. All right, so we're putting this in here. Yes, right there. No, there. Could you get out of the way, please, Dance? There we go. That goes there. Stamps need to be put back where they belong. Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah, I'm on the struggle bus right now, okay? You know what? I'm taking that pill. Yeah, they're great for that. And they're the right size. And the thing is that they're nice and tall out of the photo box. So you could put like a piece of masking tape on there or something and label what's on it. And you could do like alternating sides. One side, the other side, one side, the other side. So you could have like flowers blue, flowers pink, flowers purple, flowers green. You know what I mean? Like you could do it that way. Let's see. I'm sorry for showing you all of my disgusting. I needed to let it dry. No, he's sleeping. He's a sleepy little kitty. Or he's torturing the dogs. I don't know what he's doing. He's not here. Oh, my new, my replacement printer has arrived. It arrived today. So I'm going to get that hooked up. Hopefully. Hopefully that will, it'll work better than the other one did. And it'll actually print in every color.
Yay.
And I'll be able to, print the things that I want to print. And not rely on my little printer. Tomorrow we're going to do this. Okay. It's a whole book. This is the only part of it I have right now, but it's a whole book and it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 little pages. And it's just a little thing, but here's the deal. I was cutting this out when I first got the die and I was showing Rose and she goes, it needs to be bigger. So I'm going to do it using the die, but I'm also going to show you guys how to do it just using your own cardstock. Okay. So we'll have many more fins and you can see that's pretty rigid. It's pretty strong. So this one has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 little fins. 7 little fins jumping on the bed. Okay. Oh, she took the kitty? That's wrong. I don't like cats. I don't. Somebody just needs to tell Mr. Harry that, okay? I know. So we're going to be doing this. Double-sided pages and everything. We cut a bunch of this out prepping this morning, but I'm going to be doing some in the live. If I don't lose the pieces, here we go. I know I said I was going to put it in a bag and I didn't do it. I cut most of it out this morning in my live, but we're going to do all of the final cutting and the assembly and everything tomorrow night. And then we're going to put this thing together. So I've got all my pieces and parts. Yeah, it needs to be in an envelope. Hello, do I have any envelopes around here? Project bags, anything? Hi guys, how you doing? Nice to see you. All right, envelope. I know it's an envelope because it says right on it, envelope. can go in there because that's part of what we're going to be doing. This can go in here because this is the rest of this die set. We're going to close this up, and then I'm going to put it over here to the side so that I can pull it out later and go, that's what I'm doing tomorrow. Okay. I don't like cats at all. I don't. And nobody has told Harry that.
Well, he's heard the rumor, but he doesn't believe it. He doesn't care anyway.
He doesn't believe it. He just doesn't care. He's like, oh well, lady. Let me grab this other thing. Grab this thing. The thing. The thing. Here it is. Copy. Pasty. Yeah, he doesn't even know he's a cat, let's be honest. So that is a link to Rose's channel. And the reason I'm giving you a link to Rose's channel is not because I'm a nice person. Don't be confused. I'm sending you over there because Rose is participating in the same collaboration. And her video released on the 2nd, the 3rd, and the 4th. It was one video, 3 parts. And I need you to go over there and watch her video. But while you're there, it's going to give you all of the instructions on how to do all the enters for all the drawings to, win junk journal kits, digital kits and stuff that they're going to do, So you want to go over and watch Rose's video and then follow her instructions on how to enter. Because my video doesn't come out until the 23rd. And I don't want you guys to have like 5 days to be able to participate. I want you to be able to participate through the whole thing. So, I was supposed to put up a video that had the link tree and everything in it with all the different channels that you could go watch, which is all of these channels. And I haven't done it. So, the 2nd, the 3rd, and the 6th. So go over and watch her videos. It's a cute project, by the way. Go over and watch her video. And then get the information that you need and the link to the LinkedIn so that you can go and watch all of these people's videos. So that you can, get credit to enter the collaboration giveaway thing. Yeah, that thing. So, yeah, there's a lot of prizes. Go and enter yourself into it. And, maybe you'll find a new designer you like, and maybe you check out their digitals. Maybe you like a channel. Don't you go anywhere. Don't you betray me. I'm kidding. There's plenty of, you can watch everybody. I have been slowly working my way through the list. I'm about a third of the way down the first page. I have to tell you, the only channel I'd stay away from is that Sweet Tea and Roses. What a disorganized mess. But it's okay because I love her. So, yeah, so I've gotten probably, I think I'm down to like number 16. Is I think where I'm at. So I got like 30 more to go. All right. I'm still going to try and figure out how to make this thing work. I don't know. I don't know how it's supposed to work. I don't know what the hell you're supposed to do with it. I went back to where I bought it, and there's no video on how to use it. And this is not from Alina, so I don't know. I think I'm going to cut the parts apart and just like start kind of futzing with it and seeing if I can get it to work. Yes, it's crafting in chaos. You do not have to follow everyone. Rose's video will explain it all. So what are we doing tomorrow? I know it looks like it's a journal thing, like a traveler's notebook style folder thing. So I'm gonna take it out and cut it and play with it, figure it out. Yeah, I'm gonna Google that. That's what I'm gonna do. Also, I think that's everything. Oh, I've mailed out my Christmas cards. I've mailed out all the packages that I had sitting here. So everything is out as far as I know. What do we got? I will figure it out eventually. I've got a couple of them I've had to figure out. Because I'm like, that's really cute. I like that little project. And then you expect there to be a video that comes with it. Because sometimes they do. They send you a video with it. Like a link to a video where you can go and watch it. And they just haven't done it. All right. Next week is busy. This week we were being lazy, but next week is busy. Tomorrow night, craft with me. We're going to be making this little book. And I'm going to be using the die to do it. But I'm also going to be showing you how to do this without the die. Okay. And then Saturday, of course, we'll have mixed media. Sunday, we have our regularly scheduled, not family-friendly feud game. And then there's a tucked pocket flap. I don't know what the heck that is. The Ghirardelli Squares box, which will finish up our Christmas boxes of 25 this year. And then it's a 12 by 12 easy pocket. I don't know what the hell that is either. I don't know. I don't even. Maybe this could be it. I don't think so. No, definitely not. I don't know. Let's see. I will be here Christmas Eve and Christmas Day. I'm going to be here New Year's Eve, of course. The Project of 25 challenge, it's our last challenge of the year, is wrapping paper, whatever kind of wrapping paper you want to use. It could be Christmas paper, birthday paper, Mother's Day paper, paper with little ducks on it, spider kitties from Mars. I don't know. Whatever wrapping paper you want to use. If you wrap everything in plain brown paper, then that's what you use. And or snow. So snow can be anything. It can be like that spray flocking. It could be glittery white paper. It could be washi tape. It could be a picture of snow that you cut out of a magazine. I don't care. Technically you could use watercolors if you wanted to, because snow is water. So you can have a lot of fun with that one. That is the last challenge of the month for this year. I'm still trying to figure out what we're doing next year. I don't know. We do have a couple videos coming out still. There's 1, 2, 3 real videos coming out. The 21st is the first day of winter, and the 22nd, which is a week from Monday, is going to be a Monday Mixed Media mini morsel. I don't know why I feel like I have to do that. Because I have to count to see if they're all there. Monday Mixed Media mini morsel. Okay. So we'll be getting those. And that's going to continue into next year. I am currently posting videos into next year. Where are we at? We are. January's done. February's done. I'm into March. So I'm still posting in March. Ew. And I'm hoping to be into April by the end of the year. So, yeah. And we have a whole, a whole year to do. So, to that, we have done some pre-planning. We're going to bring back the mystery swap game. We are going to be doing, I may be hosting a collab And I may be doing some naked journals. We're going to be doing some swaps, probably an ephemera swap, a tag-based swap, some embossing swaps, and maybe some washi swaps again, because everybody had a real good time with that one. We're going to be doing some file folder projects this year. Surprise, 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 right? Also, the things that we have thought of for the Project 26 challenge are Rolodex cards. That would be a monthly one. Altered index cards. That could be a weekly. A project theme, which we've done in the past, where you get what project you're going to do and then what the theme is. So like it could be tags in the color purple, or single signature journals, which we've also done in the past. And it's good for somebody who's never made a journal to get their feet wet, you know? No, it's not a file folder. Oh, that reminds me. Joe, I need your address. I don't have an address to send stuff to. I got your stuff sitting here, but I don't have an address. So get me an address so I can get it in the mail, please. So New Year's Eve, Carla's going to be in with us for a little while. Rose is going to be stopping in for a bit. Michelle's going to be here probably all night. Joetta's going to be coming in. So we're going to have a lot of different people coming in with a lot of different styles. And same thing, you know, the paper, the envelope we just used, which is this envelope. Each person's getting like 3 or 4 of these, and it comes in one. So technically they get an extra one. Thank you. And you can make whatever you want using these envelopes. These envelopes are rather large. They are 13 by 10. So they're a nice size. They got a lot of good paper and it's a good quality. They are older. But they all have a number on them. So you have to kind of work around it. And some of them, the number is way out there. See? So you have to kind of, you know, work around. I don't know if that one went soaked through. Yeah, see, that one soaked through. So you have to work around it. That's the impossible part of our challenge for this year. But everybody gets, you know, 3 or 4 of them, and you can make whatever you want with it. You can use it in conjunction with anything you have in your room. And that's, you know, that's the challenge for the new year. Ugh. This little sucker hurts, but at least it's not on fire anymore. Thank you. I will get it in the mail first thing tomorrow. Let's see. Do I have anything else to do? I think that's everything. Oh, I did get a Christmas card. Let me show you this. Did get a Christmas card. It says, "Have a Merry Christmas." Got a cute little penguin on it. And some cloth ribbon. It says, "Warm wishes to you this Christmas." And this is from Tina and Scott. And then she put a little stamp on the back, "From our home to yours." And, you know, she sent me a Christmas card. Thank you very much, Miss Tina. But that's it, guys. That's all I got going on. If you would like to do a nice Christmas card and you're like, I don't know. We made this one yesterday, I believe. And it's a cutie. This is called a pillar card, and that's because it has this big pillar. And then it has your little front plate, and then inside your sentiment actually comes out, slides out. So there's a belly band in there that holds your sentiment. And we used all kinds of techniques on doing this. We did some folding techniques. We used a sticker. We did some embossing. We've done some making belly bands and stuff. So really cute, easy card to do. And I meant to do a whole video for you guys like last week, but my head was really bad and I didn't get it done. But so I did this one the other day. So you guys, you know, this is one of the ones that I was going to do. And I did put, you know, I did give you guys all the measurements when I was doing it. So that's it, guys. That's all I have. Listen, if you're new here and you haven't done so already, hit the button. Why not, right? I don't care. Thumb up, thumb down. Doesn't matter to me because you know what? It's all just interaction. What else? If you would like to know what's going on, if I have free classes coming out, that type of thing, you can check out here on the YouTube channel or over at my Facebook group. There's a listing on both of those that gives you like all of my upcoming stuff. And oh God, I gotta take my hair down. I had it up in a ponytail to cook dinner, and now my head is killing me. Also, you can cyber stalk me if you go over to if you go down here where it says description and click more. You get my email, my Instagram, my Facebook. It's all down there. You can cyber stalk the crap out of me. But that's it, guys. That's all I have. Until I see you again, stay hydrated. If you're living in Washington State, please, please be careful. Get to higher ground. Don't wait it out. Go now. The minute they say it's time to evacuate, go. Get your doggy, get your cat, grab your favorite pair of craft scissors, and get your butt out the door. Okay? Everything else can be replaced. But even in the cold and stuff, you can dehydrate. So keep hydrated, guys, and stay well. I will see you soon. Until then, bye.